Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Motorsport Manager with a Phoenix Knights Racing team. And we are picking up where we left off last time, and that is at the end of the first race of the season, where Thundering Sundin returned to form, picking up a second place for the team, 6 points in the bag, whilst Sergio Valdes crashed and burned. Yeah. He's going to have to make amends in China. So, we're just going to continue on. A couple of things happening very shortly. First of all, we can give our gearboxes an extra 30 performance for a cost of £400,000. Don't bore me with the details, love. Just do it. That sounds like an absolute boon and a half. Is that to both gearboxes? That's absolutely fabulous. Plus 30 to both gearboxes possible. We're going to have to check that out. That could be a massive, massive help. Right, we're still waiting for the car to be fixed from the last race. Which now it should be done. Should it? The brakes are now built. We built some new brakes in the last session. Here they are. I think these ones were the illegal ones, if I'm not mistaken. I probably could be mistaken. It's usually the case, but we'll just check. Yeah, they're the ones with the risk. These are the ones that we're going to use for next season, so we're not going to do anything with those just now. But we are going to design a new part. So we've got a couple of brakes on the go. We will design better brakes towards the back end of the season now, because we're not going to be using, I don't think, any further brakes that we're going to build. So if we say, for instance, we do that, we do that, 43535, yeah, we do that, and then we do that. Wow, pretty nifty brakes, aren't they? Pretty nifty brakes. 558, 595, yeah, they would be very good, but again, we couldn't use them. The risk is just too high, so we'll do those towards the back end of the season. Instead, we're going to focus on a part that we can use this season to continually improve our car as best we can, and I think it was the suspension that we could use. So we're going to increase the performance of our suspension, plus 25 to max, and we shall move swiftly on that one. Should be built in 9 days. Would they be usable for the race? Possibly. So speaking of the race, when we get the ability to improve the performance and the reliability of our parts, we need to be focusing on the gearbox and front wing. The engine is already decent because it's spec, so the acceleration, the low speed corners, those parts will degrade quickest. Gearbox and front wing. Bear that in mind. Come on. Right, car repair finished. Thank the heavens above. Took an absolute eternity. Right, we're already focusing on the gearbox and front wing from the last race. So that's just going to be business as usual for the team. We're still not going to be able to fix reliability to 100%, but if we get it above 70, that's usually a good starter. The gearboxes are already near enough 60, so yeah, it's not looking too bad. But we still have poor suspension, poor rear wing reliability. The brakes aren't too bad, but yeah, we need just to focus like little troopers on improving the reliability of this damn car, because it's going to take a while. Okay, we can get a new sponsor. We shall wait until 3 become available. Other than that, we can just power our way forward towards the next Grand Prix. Right, suspension, suspension, suspension. Give it to me. Give it to me! Give it to me. Here we go. Suspension is ready. We have 3 offers for our sponsor, so we'll do that now whilst we're here. So 6.5 million over 11 races. That works out roughly to be, well, 10 races is 6,500, 650,000 per race, so it's near enough an extra race in there. So I'll call it 600. This is about there. This is better. This better offer here. better offer here. Take that one. Thank you. Okay, so suspension is built. The reliability is 40%, and can we use this? Well, we can use this. Will it be reliable enough for the race? I think the other suspensions are near enough the same percentage. 48, 41. 441 max performance, 428, so that's a better one. So we're going to give this new part to Sundin. Valdes got the brakes, so now it's Sundin's turn to get her upgrade. So she goes up to there, he goes up to there. Still both content, and that's good. That's very good. Right, let's have a look at the improvement of the parts. So the front wing is 66, and the gearbox is 70. So they have been improved quite immensely now. Quite immensely. So that's enough for now. Right, let's focus on the really low things. So, like, this rear wing is pretty low at 42. The suspension here is at 40. They're quite low, so we'll just put a few days into those parts to get the reliability up of those. The rest are above 50, which might be workable, including these. So slowly but surely we're getting there. By the 4th race of the season, we might just have a serviceable car that might be able to last the race without repair. But don't forget, the other cars suffer the same fate. Don't forget to turn that up to max reliability, because that would be a pain in the backside, wouldn't it? Right, okay, so whilst we are waiting for things to develop, and we get closer to the race weekend, we shall take another quick look at another team in this league. So we looked at the Ozu Motorsport team last time, and this time we're going to be focusing on Kruger Motorsport. Kruger Motorsport. Let's have a look at them, shall we? And I need to do something before I forget, so this won't be very, very long. So this is Kruger Motorsport, the team that are just above us in terms of their car performance. Their drivers, 7th on the grid. Okay, so they've got Ingledew, who is kind of run of the mill, really. She's doesn't look too horrendous. Potential to get better, only 25. And Zarate, who we can't see, but well, there's a range of stats there. Their lead designer is not marvellous. They've got a really good race mechanic. He's pretty poor, hence their staff levels are way down. Yeah, in 8th position. Sponsors aren't too grand. Their headquarters, above average, better than ours. For now, we are building 2 buildings, of course. And yeah, their drivers, as we've just seen, 7th best. So all in all, not a great team, but not horrendous. Their chassis not too bad, and it's the kind of white and turquoisey, greeny coloured car. Should we see it on the track? So there you go. It's Kruger Motorsport. Kruger Motorsport. Ingledew and Zarate. Right, I need to design a new part. That's what I needed to remember as I get a message. Just right on cue. Right on cue. Right on bloody cue, eh? Okay, so the second suspension that I'm going to build. Now, the best suspension to build next would probably be that, followed by that. But that's a risky part, and I'm going to actually use not the best component this time, but I am going to use this component just because it will be usable again. It will be usable again, so I'm going to use this one. It's only a slightly decreased max performance of just 10 points, and for the sake of that, I think it's worth actually creating a part that we can use throughout the rest of the season. So yeah, 462 and 524 max performance. It is usable. There's no risk of rule break. That should be a decent part for us to carry forward for the rest of the season. So there we go. Let's get building. Let's get creating. 13 days, we'll be ready for the next race, fingers crossed. Okay. How are the parts looking? So we haven't really advanced the time, have we? Let's move forward. I keep thinking I've forgotten to do something. I probably have, but there you go. People want wind tunnels. Oh my god! What is happening here? Valdes has a new haircut. He's looking sharp. All about branding, you know. I've always expressed myself through my hair, and I just felt like I needed to change, said the 23. I mean, look, he looks hideous. What the hell's going on? It's like a wig. The jury is still out on the Spanish star's new look, however, with one online commenter saying, "The new do does nothing for his cheekbones." My goodness me. Releasing albums, changing hairstyles. He's too bothered about his look and how he's portrayed off the track that his performances on the track seem to be taking a bit of a nosedive. This is not going down well with the team, I have to say. Right, let's move forward. He is such a character, is this Valdes, isn't he? Such a character. Okay, so the car. Let's have a quick one last look at the car. Let's look at Sundin's car, shall we? Let's look at them separately. So her car, every stat is above 50% now. The gearbox and the front wings, not too bad. Sergio Valdes, pretty much the same actually. His suspension though isn't above 50%. Oh dear. But it's near enough. So yeah, the cars are certainly better reliability than the last race, but still not marvellous. We're still going to have to make a part repair or two, but hopefully not as many parts will need fixing this time around. Okay, so in terms of where we're going to finish then, I still think finishing third or above is a little bit of an ask. I know what Sundin pulled it out of the bag last time, but we can't expect cars to break down all the time, so we'll continue to play it safe, 7th or above. So dive on in. See you in qualifying. Right, practice has been completed, and it was one of those wet, dry affairs. Dry first and then wet towards the back end. So we set our time on when the track was wet, and hence we were way down the grid. And it looks like we have a situation in qualifying where the track is going to be dry, which is a bit of a shame because I do like those wet dry affairs because it means that we can really use our strategic advantage to qualify higher than perhaps we should do. But never mind. In terms of the bonuses that we got from practice, we got the 15% race trim bonus, as is usually going to be the case. Qualified or practice mainly on intermediate tyres, which hopefully there'll be some rain in the race, so we can make use of this. We don't have the best performance increase for our dry tyres, which is a crying shame. Okay. So car setup then, choosing of course the super soft tyres. Sundin setup 97%, not too bad. Sergio Valdes using the super softs, his car setup 99. Perhaps it's the hair, who knows? But he's had a great setup there, great session, perfecting his car. Obviously has a point to prove. Right, as we did last time, I think we're going to do the same kind of thing here. We're going to get a relatively early banker lap in and then focus on trying to beat that time towards the back end of the session when the grip is up, etc, etc. So we don't want to go out too early with our banker lap though. We want at least to be some track grip. So we'll just pass the time, let the cars all filter out and do their first hot laps. So let a few of them go out. They're all coming eventually. There we go. They're all coming round. They're all coming. There they come. Here they come. That's a little more. Don't worry, guys. Stop being so twitchy. Potter knows best. A lot of them on their out laps. Let them come around, do all the flying laps. Let the vast majority of them do their flying laps so that when we do our hot lap they'll all be on their in laps. That's the general gist. Right, we better go now, I think. So we'll take Sundin out first. Off she tootles. Slow the time down. Then Valdes will go next. Just got to pray that they find a gap in the traffic. Turn the auto thingamabobs on. Right. So all these cars in front of us are on their in-lap, so they should clear the way when we're on our hot lap. So this could have been timed to perfection, really. Let's take a look at Sundin. Where is she? Yeah, she's caught in the middle of traffic at the moment, but they're all on in-laps, so there's nothing to be concerned about. And they'll all be pulling into the pits as we fly past the line. So here we go. Here's Sundin. What's she doing? What's she doing with the old temperatures here? What's she doing with the old temperatures? What is she doing with the old temperatures? Okay, so she slightly overheated the brakes. Excuse me. But perfect on the tyres. And Valdes has overheated the brakes and he's cold on the tyres. So Valdes struggling a little bit. And there is a car ahead of Sundin, but what is he doing? Who is that? That is like car number 13, who is on an in-lap. Oh, that's bad news. Sundin a 10th down on the first sector. Valdes is 2 tenths. This car is going to get in her way. This car is completely and utterly going to ruin her lap. Oh no, come on. Valdes has got clear track. 8 tenths. Is that because of the car ahead of her? I think it might be. Maybe not, because Valdes is 1.1 second. Oh, look at this traffic. I mean, they've pretty much got out of her way quite quickly. Oh, 7th position, 8 tenths slower. That's not too bad. Valdes, 1.2, is in 13th. Now, will we get another second lap in here? Have we timed this first stint too late? That's the question. That is the question. Have we timed this first stint too late? As soon as they touch base back at the garage, they're going to have to literally go straight back out. Sharpish. Everybody coming out for their second lap, sorry. Sundin once again qualifying pretty well. Come on. Come on. We haven't got time to dawdle here, love. We haven't got time to dawdle. You're going to barely get enough time to get in and out and do another lap here. Right, Sundin. Out. Again. Go. No time to dawdle. Fresh set of boots. Off she goes. Valdes. Same with you. No time. Just get the fresh boots on and off you go again. Right, here we go. We'll focus on Valdes this time. So Valdes, like in the last session, he's a good 4 tenths down on Sundin in qualifying. We know his speciality is the race. Sundin qualifying similar to where she qualified last time, so she's doing really well at the start of this season. Let's have a look at what she does with the temperatures. Once again, looking like she's going to get the tyre temperatures bang on perfect. And this time the brake temps. Oh, perfect and perfect. Perfect and perfect for both cars. This could be it. This is it. This is it. Valdes has a car ahead of him, unfortunately. It's going to hamper his time unless it gets out of the way. Quick sticks. Let's have a look at Sundin's track position here. Sundin is in clear air, so she's got the clear air. She's only 0.08 seconds down on the first time. Valdes 6 tenths. He's getting slowed down by this traffic. His time has been ruined. So we're going to focus instead on Sundin, who's now only 3 tenths down in the second sector. She is putting in a quicker time here. Nine tenths down. Is she going to better her time? She might do. She has bettered her time and she's up into 7th position. Not a bad qualifying at all for Sundin. Valdes 15th. Disappointing. Vidal setting the fastest time. Sabado in 2nd. Are they both for McNeil Racing? I can't remember. Oh, one's for Chariot, one's for McNeil. But yeah. Once again, Sundin reaching the sponsor objective. 7th position, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Valdes, well, needs to spend less time doing his hair and more time hitting the sweet spots. So looks like we've got a dry race here, which is rather unfortunate because Beijing is quite a weather fluctuating track. But it looks like we're going to be dry for the entirety, which is not going to help us. Right then, so race trim, super soft tyre performance bonus. What is going to be the strategy? I can't remember how many laps we have in this race. Let's see what's going on here. 20 laps. So look at the tyre choices. These things can do 8 to 10. I'm thinking roughly similar to the last race. So if we do like 7 lap stints, so do 2 stops of 7 lap stints on the quicker tyre, that might help us to keep on pace with the leaders. Give us opportunities to fix the parts if we need to. Give us 2 opportunities to do that. Sundin qualifying higher, so she'll want a quicker strategy if possible. So with Sundin, we're going to go for the 2-stopper. Put 8 laps of fuel in so she can push a little bit. In fact, go with 7. And maybe just do a shorter first stint. Do a 6-lap first stint. See how that goes. So Sundin light fueling a little bit. Hopefully will help her off the line and help her to get a good track position for the first stop. In terms of Valdes, he's a bit further back. So I'm going to actually try. This is the first time I'm going to try this. I'm going to try 1-stopper with Valdes. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to stretch this stint out, but going to go on the slower tyre, which should get us at least near enough halfway. Fuel it to do so, and then see if we can actually do a 1-stopper here. A contra strategy. Just give it a whirl and see how well it works. We're going to have to try it at some point if a 1-stopper could work in these situations. So this is the perfect time to try it. So Valdes 1-stopping, Sundin 2. It's going to be interesting to keep track of what happens here. In terms of their strategies, pushing off the line, turn the engine modes up for the first lap only. Right, here we go. So Vidal in Chariot gets the pole position. Sabado with his injured neck in second for McNeil Racing. We've got Molly Fox MRT, she's in third. Fiore, the winner of the last race in Chariot, she's in fourth. We've got Moreno Esprit GP in fifth. And British driver Jeremy Woodford for McNeil in sixth. Sundin qualifying, I think it's exactly the same spot as she qualified in the last session. 7th for Phoenix Nights Racing, of course. Navarro for Esprit in 8th, and the rest of them bring up the top 10. We have Leclerc MRT and Ozu Ebony Tyler doing very well for Ozu. The worst car on the grid, don't forget. She's scraped it into 10th position. Valdes down in 15th with his flowing ginger locks. Right, we're going here. The lights are on. We're about to start in China. It's go, go, go as Sundin gets a good start. And I think Valdes did as well, but he's bogged down behind traffic. And Sundin, she's looking up the inside here, but there's a car flying right round her. That's Ozu. She has managed to somehow squeeze up to 6th. She's gained a place. But look at this guy. He's on fire. It's Tyler. He's flying in Ozu Motorsport. He's up into 4th position. Well done to him. British driver, well, a bit of British favouritism. Valdes dropping down to 18th position as Sundin is in 7th. She's now in 6th. Scrapping for position here. This Ozu man can't stay in that position for long, surely. He'll fall back. It's a race of attrition. You can't win the race on the first lap, but you can certainly lose it. As she moves around the outside of Fox into 5th position, and now she has her sights set on Tyler. And she's going to turn the engine down now. She's going to turn that engine down. She'll leave it on push in terms of the strategy for the driving style because it's a cold day here at China. We need to get some temperature into these tyres. Okay, so Sergio Valdes has moved up to 18th position. He's gone on a long first stop here, stuck in traffic. He's just going to have to be patient. That's all we can say about that. As Sundin now has settled herself down into 4th position. She's in the points, but it's still early days. Tyler beginning to create a bit of a roadblock behind him. That's good. Gives us a bit of breathing room. And Sundin's pace is not too bad. So Sabardo in first. Got off to a good start, it looks like, old Sabardo. He's in first position. 2 seconds ahead of second place Vidal. Mr. Sassoon. Moreno is in third, and then Sundin just trying to keep up with this front 4. She is in 4th position as that moving roadblock is beginning to try and get past Tyler. Sundin's pace looking pretty good. Car conditions, not too shabby at all. We like that. How about Valdes? Okay, not bad. Keep going, Valdes. He's in slap bang last position, near enough. I don't think this one-stop strategy is perhaps the best thing to do. Maybe not, but I thought I'd try it. You've got to try. Looks like he's got an injury here. Woodford is going at the speed of a snail. He's got some damage. He's got some damage. It looks like Tyler as well. So that's a couple of places picked up for Valdes, but he just has to play the long game. Just has to play that long game. His temperature tyres are very low here. Don't want to push him too hard though. Okay, so Sundin's still in 4th. She's still hanging on to the coattails of Moreno. She's doing very well. In fact, she's gaining on Moreno, if you ask me. She's actually gaining. But we don't know what kind of strategy that they are on. Are they on short 2-stoppers? Are they on 1-stoppers? It's all up in the air. Early days here in the championship. We don't know what the general consensus is. Is the 2-stop quicker? Is the 1-stop quicker? We're trying the 1-stop with Valdes. It's looking pretty sluggish to me, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I've got a Skype message on my screen. I hope you can't see that. It's very off-putting, and it's right over Sundin's flipping thing. Oh no. Oh no, hopefully that won't crash the recording. Right, Sundin, she has now just cruised onto the back of Moreno. I don't think she's got the pace to pass, but she's certainly looking very, very quick here. This is absolutely grand stuff, and I have to admit that if Valdes doesn't pick his game up, those parts that we gave to him that were, you know, better performing parts than Sundin's, Sundin might find herself catapulted as the #1 driver. This season is not about winning the championship. This season is about picking up as many points as possible to finish as high as possible so we have some nice money for next season. And if Sundin is our best bet to do that, then we will give her all of the best parts. So Valdes is going to have to pull his finger out. Right, she has... this is probably going to be her in-lap, because I don't think she's got enough fuel to make it 2. So we're going to now put her on overtake mode, on push mode, and we're going to pit her for her second stop. Let's see what's going to happen here. So super soft tyres. We're going to fuel her for about 8 laps of fuel. The long last stint. The parts are looking good. We're not pushing too hard. So I think if we keep ourselves just nice and steady, we might be able to get away with not repairing at all. That would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. So Sundin coming in for her first stop here, but she's pushing in the meantime to try and get past Moreno, and she's all over the back of him, putting the pressure on. His tyres are falling away, and there she goes, swooping up the inside of Moreno. Valdes was up to 17, so it's all looking not too shabby. I don't think he's going to be able to make it on one stop. His tyres are already down to 42%. And there's at least 4 laps to go before lap 10. This is not good. Right, Sundin's in. Sundin is in. And it's a semi-decent stop. And she's coming out in 10th position, so not a bad situation for Sundin now. Just has to get her head down, do her usual style, and continue to cruise around, calm, serene, and just pick up places where she can. Hopefully the cars ahead of her, there'll be some incidents, maybe, a couple of crashes perhaps. Retirement or 2. That's the hope anyway. Right, Valdes. We're concerned about Valdes. I don't think a one-stopper is going to work here. I really don't. He's had to keep pushing because the temperature of the car is. He's going to have to come in pit now. The tyres are going to fall away far too quickly here. He's going to have to now have 2 very quick stints. There's 13 laps, so 7 lap stint here, park condition. We're going to probably fix the parts on the final stop. We're going to risk a fast pit stop. He needs everything in his power to go with him now. He is going to also go for the high driving mode, engine mode. His one stopper is not going to work. Okay, I think for future races we'll always stick with 2. This has completely and utterly screwed him over. He is up into 13th and he's got a lot of work to do here. But, well, if anyone can do it, the 2-time champion of the European Racing Series can. As Sundin is now in 7th position. She's behind some slower drivers, which is really hampering her a little bit here. I'm just going to take her off push for now. Just keep her going nice and calmly round, not putting too much strain on the parts or the tyres, just nice and calm. Get out of our flipping way. You are slowing us down massively. Get the hell out of our way! Okay, one of the cars goes in, and Sundin is up into 3rd position. Looking very good indeed as she goes around and she's now lapping Tyler. Get out of the way. Here we go. She's on the podium positions once again, is old Sundin. 2nd place is right there. It's Sabado. Remember Sabado from the European Racing Series? Well, he's a nemesis here as well. I think we can afford to push the engine. Push the engine, push the tyre just for a short while. We don't want to put too much strain on the parts if we can help it. Can we make this car last till the end of the race without repairs? It's touch and go, but when there's cars ahead of you, when you can see your opposition ahead of you, it's kind of tempting to want to really push it. As she's now up into 2nd position. Just take her down, take her down, take it down. Valdes. He has to push. He's got no choice. He's been forced into a corner. His hand has been forced. He's going to have to push it for the entirety of the rest of this race due to the... we have to hold our hands up and say it was a bad strategy call from Potter, but it was an unknown territory. Could we make a one-stop work? We now have our answer. So where is he? He's there. I think he can still get some points, you know. I think he can still get some points. It's not all lost just yet. But we're going to focus on Sundin here, who is in 2nd place. She's keeping ahead of Marino quite nicely. She's trying to hang on to Sabado. It's going fairly well. She has enough fuel for 5 more laps, but I don't think we'll be getting 5 laps out of these tyres somehow. So just keep going. Keep an eye on those parts. Keep an eye on those parts. Suspension, Valdes' suspension is looking a bit ropey, 27%. He is pushing hard, he's up into 9th position. Still, he's behind Costa. And then ahead of Costa is Leclerc, so look at that, 7th place is literally right there. And he's not a million miles behind Sundin. Maybe about 2 miles, but not a million, you know, he's right there, he's right on the cusp. Points are in sight, Valdes. Just keep going. Just keep pushing. Don't worry about your parts. We'll take care of that. Right, what we're doing here, we're lapping 17th position. 3rd place is right behind her, but I think she has the pace to defend. We can turn the engine mode up to defend should we need to. But why is the blue flags not waving here? Why is this man still in our path? Why are we not passing? Get the hell past him! What is going on here? Seriously, get past! Come on! Sundin, what's happening? What? We are falling back into the clutches of Marino here. This is absolutely... I mean, maybe because we're actually slower than him. Maybe that's why there's no flags waving. We seem to be slower. And it looks like Valdes is up a position. He is up a position. He's passed into 8th position. And he's now closing down Leclerc. He's not taking any prisoners today. And 7th place has a problem. Oh, this is happy days. Happy days indeed. Things looking up for Sergio Valdes. He got off to a slow start, but his racer trait and combined with the pushing of the car, he's flying through the field. Sundin, I think she's going to have to come in for her stop now. The tyres just about degrading enough for us to want to pit now. So we're going to pit now for our final stop. 8 laps to go, 7 after this. She's going to have to make these tyres last, but they should do. And I don't think we're going to be pushing too hard on this one because the car park condition is looking a little bit ropey. We are going to fix the brakes, but we're not going to fix anything else. It's a bit of a risk, but we're going to take that risk. We're going to take that. These parts should last. They should last if we don't push too hard. Oh, 7 laps. 7 laps on these? I think so. I think so. Oh god, if this turns around and bites us, I shall be quite angry with myself, but we'll see what happens. Valdes, on the other hand, he's going to have to come in now or a lap later? Now or a lap later? I think now. I think now. His tyre wear's a little bit quicker. Right, he's going to have to fix the parts there and there, but we'll kind of leave the rest of them, I think, and risk it with a fast pit stop. Right, so Sundin, she's had a mistake with the refuelling. Oh, come on. How much did it cost her? I don't know, but it's a mistake with the refuelling right when we didn't need it. She's out. She's going to, we're going to see where she comes out. Oh, a mistake with the repair. Mistake with the repair. It's costing too. Oh. Oh, it's all kicking off here. Right, Sundin is in 6th. Let's have a look at the conditions. Right, she's going to have to make this last. So, I don't know where we're going to feed out. So that's the trouble. We'll wait for the cars ahead of us to make their pits. Then we'll judge our position. And then if we can turn everything down to conserve, we will do so. But we need to find out where we're going to filter into the mix. Are we going to make it on the podium here? That is the question. Come on, Sundin. Come on, so calm. Never want to buckle under pressure here. She moves up into 4th position, but the cars ahead of her still have to pit. I think we're going to get into 2nd. I think we'll make it into 2nd. I don't think we're going to get Sabardo. Her parts are looking a bit ropey. The gearbox is packing up on her. I think we're going to have to just turn this down. We're going to have to turn this down. It's looking a bit ropey. Have we taken a risk? Have we taken an unnecessary risk here? Valdes is up into the points. Valdes is in the points. Despite that horrific start, he has made it work. Right, here we go. We've got Fiore in the pits. Fiore is in the pits. Castafiore. Was that Tintin? Castafiore? And she sails on by. Fiore's not a million miles behind though. No. Fiore's ahead. Fiore has managed to bypass. Oh, she's got past something in the pits. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Right, medium. I'm going to have to go medium here. Ingledew. He has to pit. Sabardo has to pit. Sabardo's in the pits now. You can see Valdes there. He is. He's got 7th place all over the back of him. All over the back of him. We can't afford to turn him down too low. Ingledew's in the pits now. So here comes Sundin. She's coming down past the pit lane. Is she going to pass Ingledew? Yes, she is. So she's in 3rd place. She is clinging on. She is clinging on. Oh no. No. 18% gearbox and still a load of laps to do. Oh, was that a mistake? Was that a mistake? Oh, this is going to be a very long finish to this race. A very, very long finish. We should perhaps have fixed the parts. His rear wing is crying out, but he's not in danger. None of his parts are in danger though, so he's not too bad. He should be okay. He should be okay. He's got Zhuang all over the back of him here. He's clinging on to the last points scoring position as best as he can. Can't afford to turn the engine parts up, the performance up of the engine. His car is not going to be able to handle it, but I think he's got it under control. I think he's got it under control here. Just nicely stick it in 6th. Just don't make any mistakes. Don't make any mistakes and you should be fine. I'm not concerned about Valdes' car. His performance is fine. His parts are fine. It's this car that we are concerned with. Sundin in 3rd position. Her parts are going to be screaming in pain. Screaming in pain. She's got Fox all over the back of her, who is on the slower tyre, but she is catching. She is catching. We can't even afford to turn the engine up. We can't even afford to turn the engine up. Is Fiore suffering any travesties here? No trouble with her. Sabado, any troubles with him? Yes, possibly. Now a couple of parts. Gearbox 5%. Holy cow. She is going to have to do this. She's going to have to make this work. This is touch and go here. Sabado is in trouble. Fiore's fine. What about Fox? Fox has got some part problems, as has 5th place. So all of the cars here, apart from Fiore, are looking very, very ropey as Valdes has lost 7th place. He has lost 7th place. We are not having this. I know the parts are crying out, but we're going to have to do this. Push and push. We cannot afford to drop points. We're going to put him on push and push for the last lap. Can he get his way past? Can he get his way past? Sundin is still in 3rd as she is on her final lap. Can her parts hold out for one more lap? I daren't even look at Valdes. Is he going to pass? Is he going to pass? Screw it. Go for it, Valdes. Go for it. Turn everything up to maximum. One more lap to go. Come on. Come on. We're going to not look at Sundin's car. We're not even going to look at her. There's just too much pressure. Yes! He's up the inside! He's up the inside! And Valdes gets back into 6th position. Sundin, has she finished? Sundin, has she finished? She's crossing the line now. She's crossing the line. Here comes Thundering Sundin with the car on fire. She gets another podium. She scrapes another podium. And Valdes, with his car turned up to maximum capacity, has managed to get back his 6th position, and he crosses the line, out of fuel no less, but he crosses the line in 6th and picks up what could be a valuable point for Phoenix Knights Racing. What a race. Oh, what a race. Cars breaking down, potential for, well, not breaking, actually no retirees. I'm kind of shocked. It's the 2nd race of the season and not a single car appears to have retired. Just our luck, isn't it, really? Just our bloody luck. Let's have a look at the points. Let's have a look. Yeah, nobody retired. Anyway, so Sabado for McNeil Racing Team has picked up a fastest lap bonus and the race victory with Fiore in 2nd. And look at that. That's a 2nd consecutive podium finish for Thundering Sundin. Her car was on the verge of conking out on her, but she managed to nurse it over the line and, more importantly, keep Molly Fox behind her. Ingledew for Kruger Motorsport. Very good finish for her. 5th place. And Sergio Valdes, despite the bad strategy call at the start to try and one-stop him, converted it into a 2, give him the orders to push, which is what he does best in the race, and he did push on the last lap, retaking 6th position and picking up a point for Phoenix Knights. So we've got to give Valdes his dues. He didn't get his, he didn't lose his heart, his spirit when the strategy call was wrong. He fought back like a true champion, but he still has a lot of work to do this season because, as like last season, the first half of it belongs to Thundering Sundin, who finds herself in 3rd place in the Drivers' Championship with 10 points. We're not aiming to be champions here. We've just come into this. We're one of the worst teams on the grid. This is well exceeding our expectations here. We're more than happy with this. 10 points, and Valdes picking up a point today as well could be vital come the final standings. Every point is going to help us. So Phoenix Knights in the Constructors, 3rd position, 11 points. 1 behind McNeil Racing, 5 behind Chariot, 2 points ahead of MRT. Things are looking very, very good so far. Long may it continue. Right, what I've got here. So, new... look at that. That's a pretty good little bonus, that. Her new race mechanic. We now have medium tyres, wear more slowly, light-footed. Interesting. Maxine Solder, the Swedes working well together. And we did get the maximum sponsorship, didn't we, that we could. So losing only 473,000 in that race, which is workable. Okie dokie. So there you go. Another session flies on by. The next race is in Doha. What's that? What's the country? I have not even got a clue. What flag is that? I'm sure somebody will enlighten me. So we're in Doha for some form of GP somewhere in the world. Yeah, so let's see if we can continue this form. Will Sundin get another podium and make it 3 in a row? Will Valdes ever get anything right? Crashed out the first race in a poor strategy call in this one. Maybe the next race will be his race. Find out next time. Until then, see you soon.